Hello everyone, this is the Dumb and Stupider Show. Maybe surprised to see that Dumb and Stupider himself isn't here today. Well, it's because we are currently doing the Data Design Interactive Platformer Quadrilogy of Hell. The last video, Dumb and Stupider himself was doing Interbred Man. So now I, Jake Conlawn, the manliest man on the internet, is about to do the second of this craptastic shit stain of a freaking series, Rock and Roll Adventures, where we play as a, I think it's supposed to be Elvis himself. Anyways, let's get this shit over with. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Blah 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 blah. I do not give a crap. I am so glad that you don't really need to use the freaking nunchuck. You can just press a freaking button, which the game never tells you this. Yeah. Pretty much the only reason why we know about this is because of some old YouTube videos that talked about these games, and they discovered that you can jump with the Z button. It's never explained in game, nor the manual, for some stupid ass reason. Like, they really expected players to use the nunchuck for, like, swinging the nunchuck for jumping. And I can tell you that trying to use the nunchuck, the jump is a pain in the freaking ass. It is not recommended. Use the Z button, because it is the only way you're going to be able to get through this crap. Right now we're just doing the freaking tutorial. Yeah, swing the Wiimotes to swing the guitar. I am so glad we're just using the Dolphin emulator to map these controls to buttons the best of our ability. Since we're using Nintendo Switch Pro controller, we have gyro aiming, which is going to come in real handy. Because whatever the freaking projectile attack, whatever it's supposed to be called, I just call it an orb, because it's pretty much like that in every single one of these freaking games. This attack is literally the one attack that is the most useful. Why? Because you can upgrade it. Just got to get these targets down to complete the training level. Thankfully, this freaking game is only 4 levels long. Unfortunately, that's not saying much. The real challenge for this quadrilogy is the last two games of this quadrilogy. Anubis II and Trixie in Toyland, which Trixie in Toyland is going to be played by Matt as Nettie, and Anubis II is going to be played by Bana, though she is bringing Anka with her to help her out because this is going to be her first time actually playing a freaking game. Bana's not really much of a gamer, she's more of a reader. For those of you who might not know who Bana is, she is from the Animal Crossing game. She's a Jijinka in our show. A Jijinka version of her from the games. And let's be honest here, normal villagers are not really too in tune to video games. Now the Peppy villagers and the Uchi villagers, those villagers are more into the games in terms of females. At least as far as I know. I wish that in the Animal Crossing games we can actually play video games with our villagers. Like seriously, the Peppy villagers in the Horizons talk about this one game that they play, which kind of makes me curious what that freaking game is and whether or not we can actually play it. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. You know, it's really sad. It's probably the only one of the trilogy that has music that actually fits the setting, surprisingly. Okay, let's get the records. Of course, I really do not know what this teleporter is supposed to be. Because it's pretty much like this in all the freaking games. Even if it doesn't really fit the setting. Like in Anubis II, it's supposed to be the Egyptian theme, but yet this stupid teleporter that feels like it's a science fiction movie is in Anubis II, which is supposed to be based in Egypt. Because you're literally playing as Anubis II, who I assume is supposed to be Anubis, the god of the dead sun. But we don't really know that because none of these games have a freaking plot that explains what the hell is going on. I don't know what the story of Rock and Roll Adventures is, nor Ninja Bread Man, nor Trixie in Toyland, nor Anubis II. Anubis II and Trixie in Toyland have a boss, at least. It's at the end of the freaking game. But Ninja Bread Man in this game does not. I guess on the one hand, this game is short and sweet. I don't have to freaking suffer through this entire freaking mess for very long. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the game that Matt's dragged in the plane. Trixie in Toyland. Oh my fucking god, that poor Pegasus is going to suffer through that fucking game. Ugh. Don't be surprised if in Trixie in Toyland that's gonna be a multi-parter because I have a feeling Matt's going to suffer through Trixie in Toyland. That game's levels are massive. It requires a lot of freaking platforming, a lot of freaking climbing, and unfortunately, in order to jump higher, you have to run and jump. And it's not really the easiest thing to do when the platforms are freaking small that you barely have any room to run. Getting kind of extra life like that matters because unfortunately, for some stupid ass reason, the lives do not carry over to the next level. And unfortunately, it's not just Ninja Bread Man, it's all the freaking games. At least I think. Because I know Ninja Bread Man. Ninja Bread Man, the lives don't carry over for some stupid ass reason that's Dumb and Stupider found out. Okay. Time to find the last two records and get the hell out of here. Okay. 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 And I figure we're supposed to go this way. Yep, this is my first solo video. What the hell of a video to start with for my solo session. Now, there are not future games in this show. We're gonna have some episodes with only one of us that doesn't star Dumb and Stupid himself. I'm not really too sure. Okay, got the last of the records. I'm not even sure if this track is supposed to be a MIDI rendition of one of Elvis's songs or it's supposed to be a generic song. Oh boy. Come on. Get up there. Okay. Okay. Time to get out of here and head to the next level. Okay, level complete. Now on to the next level. And yeah, just as I suspected. The lives do not carry over. Behold, the only freaking puzzle in this freaking game. God damn it. Oh no. Okay, got out of there. For a moment there, I thought I was gonna have to restart this. Okay. Push this right here. Gotta say this puzzle is simple. Wish you can just control the camera with the right analog stick. Of course, this is a Wii game. Okay. Now for the last one. Got it. All right. Head up here. Alright. Crap! Missed that jump. Okay. Honestly, sad. Because honestly, this could have been a good platformer game if the controls didn't suck. And if there was an actual plot. And there was actually more than just 3 to 4 levels. Because from what we discovered, the original PS2 version of this game didn't even have the train level. Yeah, the train level was exclusive to the Wii version of the game. Probably because of the fact that they included motion controls in the game when there really should not have been motion controls. Okay. Okay. Back. There we go. Alright, so far so good. Alright. Alright. Gotcha. Alright. Alright. I am going to be so glad when we finally finish this quadrilogy. Dumb and Stupider is going to owe us big time for putting us through this. It's a good thing this freaking game is short. Cannot believe they sold these games at. How much were these stupid freaking games when they launch? $30, I think. It's really tragic. The Wii was a really good selling console, but the problem was its library got flooded with these low budget, poorly designed games. Because they were cheap to make, and they used the motion controls as a gimmick, and unfortunately the motion controls were not really that good. Of course, nowadays we got stuff like the gyro controls, which is a much better implementation of motion controls. Since you don't have to worry about a sensor bar anymore. But man. Alright. Halfway done. As these levels are open, there's just a bit more room for me to move around. Oh man. I'm gonna have to probably join Matthew, Matt and Eddie. Probably gonna have to join Matt for Trixie and Toyland. Because most likely he's going to struggle. No, he's already kind of struggling in the practice run. Still hasn't been in the game yet. Which is perfectly understandable given how freaking bullshit that game is. So many freaking platforms that don't give you a lot of room to run and jump, which you need to do because the jump height is crap. On top of that, the characters don't have a steady speed. It's either too slow. Like the controls are slippery. And unfortunately, you gotta run and jump in order to jump higher. Because the jump is not really that high. And in Trixie and Toyland, there's a lot of areas where you gotta run and jump. And it's easy to get lost. And unfortunately, it's easy to fall to your doom. Alright. Now on to the final level. Alright, so far so good. I better not fall off the damn ledge, I better not fall. Made it. Alright, final level. Like honestly, painful price for a game like this. When there's only 3 levels, it doesn't really take you to the credits unless you select the credits. Complete a ripoff. Play Trixie and Toyland and Oops the second. Have a decent amount of levels, plus bonus levels. They're still pretty short, but at least they're decently long. I don't understand why the hell Data Design Interactive made the same game 4 times with different freaking skins that play the same. We also have Avenues the second, which has the swirling staff and the bombs, the secondary weapon, which is only used mandatorily for the final boss, and the game doesn't start you with those 3 bombs. You have to find them, while in the rest of the levels you start with them. I don't know why the hell they did that. Take you down. Okay. Up. Okay, I gotta get all the way up there. Jump on here. Get. Thank you. Alright. 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 Okay. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we're supposed to go over here. And I can't go up that way. Alright. Let's see, I think we're supposed to go this way. Again, the projectile attack is the only useful attack in the game because it upgrades to the point where once it's fully powered up, it can practically 1- and 2-shot enemies. Alright. Okay, I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I am. Because I see it. The annoying thing about this game is that the hearts float up. So you better make sure you get those hearts as fast as you can. Wish you could keep all the hearts when you collect 6 of them, because when you collect 6 of them, you gain extra life and your health resets to 5. Which is honestly kinda crappy game design. Of course, it doesn't really matter because your lives do not carry over to the next level. Goes to show how incompetently programmed this stupid piece of shit is. Alright. 4 more left to go. I see it. I'm so glad this shit's almost over. Man, I feel bad for Fauna and Matt. Because they have to endure much longer games of this quadrilogy. I'm just glad that these are the only games in Data Design Interactive's library we are playing. Okay, there we go. Alright, so far so good. Okay, checkpoint. Alright. No, shit! Okay. Okay. Just got to. There we go. Damn it! Double jump too soon. Extra life, not like it matters. Alright, one more left to go. Okay, we gotta go this way, I do believe. There we go. Yeah, really anticlimactic final level. Seriously, I don't get why we couldn't have boss fights. Of course, and again, Trixie in Toyland. It was the second game after Ninja Bread Man and Rock and Roll Adventures, so yes. Guess it took them like 2 of these stupid ass games for them to realize that these games are too short and they need actual proper boss fights. Okay. Okay, gotta push this. Okay, there we go. Now let's try this again. There we go. Alright. Okay, time to get the fuck out of Dodge. And finally put this game to rest. Alright, all I gotta do is go down here, and there we are. And just like that, we finished Rock and Roll Adventures. And yes, the only way to see the credits is by this. I don't know why the Wii version of this game, the credits don't play when you complete the last level, because the game just stops and returns you to this menu after you complete the last level. Again, this shows just how bad these games are. Well, at least we got 2 games down of this Quadrilogy of Hell. So the next time on the Dumb and Stupid Show to continue this Quadrilogy, Matt Danetti, aka Matty the Pegasus, is going to be playing Trixie in Toyland, and I hope the cutie Pegasus doesn't have a panic attack. I just hope the poor thing doesn't get frustrated because that fucking game is a pain in the ass to get through. Those levels are long as hell, and oh my god. I'm probably going to have to join in on it. This is Jake Conlawn. We'll see you on the next video, everyone. Till the next time on The Dumb and Stupider Show. And I'm going to smack the shit out of that stupid idiot, dumb and stupider for dragging us into this.